Namaste. Now, many people want to understand what is Kriya Yoga. They have called me and asked me to speak on Kriya Yoga. That is why I am speaking to you about the Kriya Yoga. The Kriya Yoga technique was known to the world through Lahari Mahasya. Of course, he was a clerk working in Varanasi. He used to work in the morning and he used to practice that in the night. And also it was said that in the Yogananda Paramahamsa's autobiography of a yogi, it is said that Lahari Mahasya learned this technique from Mahavatar Babaji. Now before this, not many people have heard about the Mahavatar Babaji. The third one is Lahari Mahasya had a variety of disciples, including his own family members were all disciples. In fact, I took the initiation from Shibandhu, who was a great grandson of Lahari Mahasya. He had come to Madras, and also the moment he chanted the Nirvana Shatakam, which has been so shamelessly copied by Jaggi Vasudev, and that when he chanted, I felt there was a lot of energy coming and the dimension was shifting. I asked what was the song. They told me it is Nirvana Shatakam. Anyway, after that I went to understand about that particular thing. In fact, the Nirvana Shatakam place in which the Shankara wrote, that particular place itself I went and saw where he had composed the Nirvana Shataka. It is still a thick forest. Anyway, coming back to the Kriya Yoga particular thing, the Kriya Yoga is also actually a Kundalini Yoga. In fact, the Kriya Yoga can be called as a Kundalini Yoga, and the Kriya Yoga, Yogananda Paramahamsa talks in his Kriya Yoga book very clearly about the circulation of breath. In fact, they teach you level 1 is taught to everyone. The level 2 is actually held up from people. The level 3 and level 4, not many people cross over. But
ஹாய் எவ்ரிவன், என்னோட பேர் ஷியாம். நான் வந்து ஸ்ரீ கேபி கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் அவர்கள்ட்ட தான் நான் கைடன்ஸ் எடுத்துக்கிறேன். ஸோ சார் வந்து எனக்கு ரொம்ப நாளாகவே வந்து என்னோட கல்யாணத்துலேருந்து ஆரம்பித்து குழந்தை பிறக்கிறது, இந்த மாதிரி ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியா ஆஃப் லைஃப், என்னோட கேரியர், பர்சனல் லைஃப், ப்ரொஃபஷனல் லைஃப்னு ஒவ்வொரு ஏரியாலையுமே எனக்கு கைடன்ஸ் கொடுத்துருக்காரு. அவர் கொடுக்குற கைடன்ஸ் எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா, நீங்கள் வந்து ஷார்ட்டாக அப்படியே நீங்கள் ஒரு மெடிக்கல் ப்ரிஸ்கிரிப்ஷனை எப்படி நீங்கள் வந்து கண்மூடித்தனமாக ஃபாலோ பண்ணுவீங்களோ அந்த மாதிரி நீங்கள் ஃபாலோ பண்ணலாம்.
என் பேர் நடராஜன். நான் இங்கே வந்து கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சார்கிட்ட தான் கைடன்ஸ் எடுத்துருக்கேன். நான் போன வருஷம்லாம் எப்படி இருந்தேன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும். இங்கே வந்து நான் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்கேன். அவரோட கைடன்ஸால் தான் இப்போவும் இருக்குது. என்னோடய ஃபேமிலியும் நல்ல ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கேன். இப்போ இருக்கிறதுக்கு கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சாரோட கைட்லைன்ஸ் தான். தேங்க்யூ.
நமஸ்காரம் சார். என் பேர் ஸ்ரீனிவாசன். நான் கேபி கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சார்கிட்ட ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன். அவர் கொடுத்த கைட்லைன்ஸால் நல்ல நிலமையில் இருக்கேன். ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டு இருந்தேன். இப்போ நானும் என் ஃபேமிலியும் ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியாக இருக்குது. நிம்மதியான லைஃப் நன்னா இருக்குது.
ஸோ எல்லாருக்குமே வந்து ஐ ஸ்ட்ராங்லி ரெக்கமெண்ட் கேபி கோபாலகிருஷ்ணன் சாரோட கைடன்ஸ். அவரோட கைடன்ஸை எடுத்துக்கோங்க, லைஃப்பில் கண்டிப்பாக க்ரோ ஆகலாம். தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச்.
The basic core of the Kriya Yoga technique is a Kundalini Yoga, and the Kundalini is risen and it is brought into Sagasar, and then it is brought down. Again it is brought up and it is brought down. This is called as the Gadi in the Tamil Saiva tradition, the Saiva Tamil Siddha tradition, they call it as Gadi. Of course, they also do the reversal of the breath. The energy is actually brought from the spine down, and again it is being brought upward across. But this particular the energy is brought down in the front space and risen from the spine. These are different ways in which it is being done. There are two ways. One is you raise the energy to the spine, the other one is you bring the energy towards the spine. Both the ways are used, and one is the Yangish method, another one is the Yinish method. One is the clockwise method, the other one is the anti-clockwise method. It is called as Kundalini, and the other technique is called as Chandrali. Now many people do not understand that there is a Chandrali, what it is being there. Now the yogis call there is a nectar of moon. It is called as the 13th chakra. Now this chakra dips the Amrit into a person's life. Now what this Kriya Yoga does, they bring that and they connect to the Amrit, and again they bring it down. It is done in a clockwise manner. It is never done in an anti-clockwise manner, because if you do in an anti-clockwise manner, your ayus and longevity will go away. So you are expected to do it only in the clockwise manner. You ascend the energy down and then you bring the Kundalini up. Now this is the Kriya Yoga technique. Now Yogananda Paramahamsa writes in his book, he has done more than 144 to 1440 times. It is supposed to represent the 12 signs in the zodiac and all that particular thing across a person. The problem with thing is, now you'll have to sit down and focus that technique alone to master it. Now many people have a problem in visualization. They are not able to visualize very, very clearly. And the Yogananda Paramahamsa, it is called as the technique is taught in the Taoism. It is called as the circulation of the breath. Now when it is not so breath is circulated, it is just that the energy is brought down and then the energy is brought up, and it is used to cleanse all the aura, the chakra, the mental body, and also helps you to release the granthi part of it. The granthi is kept so that, for example, Alaya Vignan, there is a Rudra Granthi which holds all the memory. Now the Hridaya Granthi, which holds all the emotions and all that, when the Granthi opens up, the chakra becomes fully active. So this is the way in which the entire Kriya Yoga process is being taken across, and people are asked to sit down and follow this technique. The very good aspect of this technique is you do not, what I would call it as, you don't keep on changing the technique. It is like Vipassana. You simply do the technique. They give you one technique, one aspect, and they make you go on repeating it again and again and again without any kind of changes across. Now this is a very, very powerful technique which can be used across. and therefore I request you can practice. Of course, Robert Peng, who is a Tai Chi master, who elaborates this technique in his book, and in fact you can write down the name Robert Peng. He conducts the Tai Chi workshop and all, and he's able to bring the energy through the hands and all. He's very, very good. That is the same technique, what they call in Taoism the circulation of breath. Now this is the technique which has been taught in Kriya Yoga. Now many people call themselves as Kriyavans, and they try to meet in Varanasi or in their guru's place. Yogananda went and popularized it all over America. In fact, Vivekananda went and popularized Tantra and the Advaita tradition of it. Yogananda went and popularized this yogic way of doing things, and this is such a famous technique all over America. A lot of books are written. In fact, it is the first book which is more popular than the Harry Potter itself, because it's a spiritual book. Yogananda talks about the non-eating saint. He talks about the saint with the two bodies, a saint who can hit the what you call tiger with the raw hands. All these things are given in the book, so it kind of dramatizes the entire thing. Barring apart that circulation of the breath is the very, very important thing. It has been taught in Taoism. So please understand, many people in Kundalini get stuck up. Kundalini has a problem because they take the energy and they lock it up and they don't bring it down. So what happens? There is an imbalance of energy, and this imbalance of energy in the energy body tends to create a lot of mental pain, trauma, tension. Also, Kundalini Yoga requires the stability of the mind. For example, you cannot have deep injuries like rape, like some kind of a victim difficulty you cannot have, because all these things will plop up from the unconscious mind, or the chakras will release these images and it will come and hit your memory across. So that is why many people, when they do the Kundalini, they have the awakening of the memory, awakening of the past memory. In fact, some of them have a clear awakening of their past life memory across as a person. Therefore, this is a very, very good technique, but many people don't understand how to practice this. You need to also understand to practice Swara Yoga. Swara Yoga will help you to change the breath from one nostril to another easily. So therefore, this technique, it will be very, very helpful to you, provided you are doing a sadhana on a great level. Ultimately, lot of technique will come into the completion or the end stage, the awakening of the Kundalini. Therefore, I request you to read those books across and come to a clear understanding. As such, it is a very clear system, but there are teachers who could be corrupt. You really need to be very careful with these guys across. But in itself, it's a good system, and the awakening of the Kundalini is very, very important. For some people, it arises spontaneously. I have seen Tibetan monk jumping so high and hitting the base chakra because they want to just awaken the Kundalini across a person. But very, very important, it is a Kundalini Yoga technique. Now many people try to promote Kriya Yoga as something very special, something very, very different. It is not available anywhere and all that thing. True, in the Indian tradition, they take the Kundalini and they lock it up in the Sahasrara chakra. In the other tradition of the world, they try to bring down the Kundalini energy across. And of course, certain people are sun people, so therefore they are asked to bring the Kundalini down when the breathing is in the right nostril. Some of them are moon people, and the Kundalini they are asked to bring in when it is in the left, when the breathing is in the left. Therefore, Kundalini Yoga is such a powerful yoga, and it has many, many advantages about it. And also the basic thing in the Kala Chakra represents in some way the Kundalini Yoga of a person. Anyway, keep watching. You will have a better idea about spiritual life and spiritual concept. Exactly, we'll be talking to you from our heart without any kind of paraplenia. You can learn a lot from these our side. Thank you so much.